Tell us anecdotes or funny things that happen on the diva search.
For me, the funniest part of the diva search was that the girls, like, they hated each other. And I was the only one that was kind of like right in the middle of everybody just like fighting. And I was friends with everybody. I didn't care any which way. I was like, screw all you guys. I just want to get a job, you know? Like, I don't need to fight with any of you. I'm just going to have fun with the fans and have fun with, you know, what I'm doing. Hopefully by the end of this, I'll have a job. I never thought I would win it. I never for a second thought, you know, what if I actually win this thing, you know?
Okay.
So.
Everybody knows as well that you won $250,000 on anything that you invested that money.
Well, half of it went to taxes. But the first thing I did was I went and bought my my Harley. I have a dyno lowrider, so that was my big investment.
Another thing that you get out of the contest of the Diva Search was that you posed for Playboy. Tell us about the experience on Playboy magazine.
It was never something that I thought I would ever do. In fact, my father told me when I was young and I first got into modeling, he was like, the only thing you can't do, Christy, is pose nude. And so when WWE asked me if I would do it, I was like, well, I'm gonna have to ask my dad first. And so I went and I asked my dad, and he was like, I mean, at this time I was like 23 years old, so he was like, you know, if you want to do it and it's good for your career, go ahead.
Okay, so it was good for you and you enjoyed
it? It was good, it was great. It wasn't as glamorous as everybody would think. I mean, I'm in a bathtub and it looks so like soft and bubbly. No. I am on like boxes and sandbags for like 4 hours posing in the same position. I'm like, ow, you know?
One of your most memorable matches it was on WrestleMania 21 against Trish Stratus. It was on Staples Center in Los Angeles, California, near your hometown. Tell us about that match with Lita on your corner.
It was interesting. I would say, I mean, that was actually my first match. My first real match was at WrestleMania, which is kind of crazy and backwards. But I don't remember much of it just because it was so like, I was so not prepared and not ready and not well trained. So it was fun and exciting, but I would rather, you know, have been a little more prepared for it.
Yeah. Besides that match, any other particular match that you enjoyed while on WWE?
I would say when I was with LOD, that was a pretty fun time for me being there.
Tell us about your toughest opponents. Which one you say will be your toughest opponents on your wrestling career?
Amazing Kong. Kong is really tough. I mean, if you ever get a chance to be in the ring with Kong, she's insane. I also really love wrestling like Gail Kim. She's great. I learn a lot from her, or Tracy Brooks. I mean, we're always on the road together, so I learn a lot from those girls.
What's the main difference now that you are in TNA and WWE? What's the main difference between these companies for a female wrestler?
Altogether, just the vibe of it is completely different. I mean, in WWE, everybody's kind of hungry for themselves as far as like, okay, where am I going to go? What am I going to do in this company? At TNA, it's very collective. Like, everybody as a whole is working towards a common goal to build the company, and it kind of creates an atmosphere where there's a lot more of a friendship and a family backstage. And when things happen, everybody's just really genuinely excited. And you know, for a girl in the company, it's good that we have a president that's a female that doesn't, I mean, it's not the same. We don't have like lingerie pillow fights every day and stuff like that.
And speaking of which, why you decided to change or to leave WWE for TNA?
The scheduling, the office, like the people, like how they wanted me to present myself and what they wanted from me as a person was, I'm never ever willing to compromise what I feel I want to live my life, like how I want to live my life and what I think is morally right for me as a person. And because I wasn't really willing to go along with everything that they wanted, it wasn't conducive for my lifestyle.
Okay. Another interesting thing is your singing career. You sing one of your entrance teams. Tell us about how that thing develops.
I've had a band for a couple years now, and so like I've been writing music for a long time, and I do that a lot at home, and now I've been touring with my band just like around the States and stuff. We do a lot of different shows and stuff, and we just signed a deal with Universal, so we're recording an EP that will be in like Target and Hot Topic and all these places, and so everybody can get it really soon.
Okay. Another interesting thing is about your tattoos. Tell us about your tattoos, because it's been said over the internet you have around 15 tattoos.
15?
Yeah.
I have 8 tattoos.
Okay.
And they're like, I mean, they're all kind of inconspicuous and small and stuff like that, but each one, like, I'll get something when something happens in my life that's really meaningful to me, and for some reason I draw a lot and I write a lot, and I'll get some kind of inspiration and I'll end up just doodling something, and I'll be like, oh, new tattoo.
Okay.
I know what that's for. Where am I going to put you now? Because I'm running out of hiding spots.
Okay. You bought the Harley with the money. Tell us about your being a motorcycle fan, how you got into that.
I've been riding motorcycles since I was before I could walk. You know, like my dad had me on bikes ever since I was a little baby girl, and I've always just really, really loved them. And when I first started touring, I toured with a professional dance team. What we did, we just went to Harley rallies, which are, I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of Harley rallies everywhere, and we did the whole circuit, and that's all I did was go to different Harley rallies, and we toured with Easy Riders magazine, and it was a blast.
Okay, and tell us about your future plans. You mentioned about your career with your band and on the wrestling. What are you up to now on the next few months?
I would say right now, within the next few months, I'm just going to be doing both of them. I mean, I don't plan on leaving either or doing one or the other, because I have a passion and a love for both of them. So it's great because when I go and do an indie show, a lot of times they want me to bring the band with. So like I'll go do the indie show, and then, you know, we'll play afterwards or during intermission or whatever it may be. But I'm so in love with my life right now and what I'm doing. I'm just keeping it all in one big ball.
Last question. After you being here in Panama, maybe you have heard that a lot of big personalities like Mel Gibson, like Donald Trump are buying properties in Panama. Would you be interested in buying some ranch in Panama? I don't know.
We were just talking about that today, and I thought, I really want one of those little houses on a beach, and no, I would love it. I mean, I love it. I really do love it here, and I'm definitely coming back, so.
Okay, muchas gracias, Christy. Thank you very much,
for
having this interview for Zona de Impacto, the Skybox. Y te esperamos ver muy pronto en Panamá. We'll see you soon in Panama.
Thank you. Bye.
Show her how to eat a burger.
Each burger.
No!
Hey. Yeah.